living organism, a single cell that resulted from the joining together of two other cells, one from your mother and one from your father. This little cell found a safe shelter in your mother's body, in a soft, blood-rich organ called the uterus. There, it divided into more cells until finally there are millions of tiny cells growing into a baby. And that baby lived in your mother's uterus for about 9 months until you were born. Then you grew up into the big girl you are today. Of course, you still have your little girl looks, but not for long. You are approaching adolescence. A gland called the pituitary begins to encourage different parts of your body to turn into that of a woman. Little by little, each one of you growing differently in height, weight, and bone structure. Your breast will begin to develop, getting rounder and fuller. Your hips will fill out, taking on softer, more womanly contours. And a soft growth of hair will appear under your arms and in the pubic area. Your body will awaken internally, and those organs that make you uniquely a girl will begin to develop too. There are 2 ovaries, 2 narrow passageways called the fallopian tubes, and the uterus. And they're all surprisingly small. The uterus, not more than the size of a pear. The ovaries, not more than the size of walnuts. Then there's the vagina, the passage from the uterus to the outside of your body. As you approach your womanhood, these organs begin to function, and your very first menstrual cycle begins. The ovaries release an ovum, a single egg cell which finds its way into one of the fallopian tubes. Very slowly, this little egg cell travels through this tube toward the uterus. But before it gets there, the uterus prepares for it, builds up a special lining of blood and tissue, so that this little egg cell can grow into a baby if it were fertilized by a male cell. Now, if the egg is not fertilized, the special lining of blood and tissue is not needed and flows out of the body through the vagina along with the egg itself. This is the menstrual flow, the monthly breaking up of the special lining of the uterus. And when it's over, the whole process begins all over again. Your body prepares to release another egg cell. Your uterus prepares to receive it. And when fertilization does not take place, you menstruate again. The total flow is a rather small amount, lasting rarely less than 2 days, nor more than 6. This total process is called the menstrual cycle and lasts about 28 days. That's why